This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
Of the preparations towards an election and how that's all going to play out. But then we sometimes forget that the Kenyan who makes up these decisions, that it's for everybody seems to be performing for your audience, you as a Kenyan. And so the question is at this point, are you okay? There are many things that are clashing at the same time, from economics to mental health to education issues. And then that notwithstanding, we had a number of schools closed down, and then really what's the situation? And I just listened to C.S. Murkomen, who said, you know what, can't blame the government or teachers. Parents have failed their children. He said parents have failed their children, families have failed their children by not bringing them up properly and saying that you don't want them to be disciplined. So that's a conversation that's taking place. So this past couple of weeks, we've had subjective conversations around how family responsibility is then being applied to students who may cause a ruckus in school here or there. So there are quite a number of things on your plate, folks. And the question is, are you okay? If you're not, we want us to tell you, we want you to tell us. If you are, we want you to tell us that as well. And what is it that is making you not okay or okay?
Yeah.
And there seems to be a lot to then be able to handle. So we really want to hear from you this morning. I found that the default answer for a lot of people is Niko too.
Nangangana.
Exactly.
Ngwana saidia.
And if you get to a place or a point where that has to be the answer, perhaps there's something that you definitely need to look into. So we're going to hear from you guys this morning at some point, but also going to hear from you on our socials on YouTube, Facebook, and on X. It's a Dear Mr. President morning. He's also said that he's been out of the country fighting for Kenyans. He's been out of the country fighting for the economy of the country to make sure that, you can get into partnerships that are actually going to move the development needle. So he's been out doing the work. And I also, just, little snapshots that we're getting here. Dr. Mercy Mwangangi gave an interview, or she gave a quick meeting last week, and she said, you know what, ever since I joined this thing as a CEO, the white hair on my head has almost covered the entire surface area because of stress.
Yeah.
She's had a difficult time then to just be able to put one foot in front of the other. And she has expressed this overtly to say that this has been the problem. So it seems to be across board, guys.
If someone was to ask you this morning how you are, how would you respond? How are you? I'm asking.
I'm fine. I don't even have to think about the answer, but you almost give it automatically because you don't have time to just even start to say, okay, so this is the problem, and perhaps this, and perhaps I need to sort the other thing out. So where's the mind of the Kenyan at this moment? In all of the things that we see playing out, there can be the politics of the day where everybody rallies around. Do Kenyans still want a change, or has everybody kind of settled into the thing where you're like, okay, you know what, we can just kind of get along and we'll be fine? Do people still have the gusto for change that they were thinking about before, where we actually need something to change? Yeah. Or are we have Kenyans said, you know what, it's okay, we'll be okay, we'll figure it out as we go along, but there's no problem? Are Kenyans still in a place of eternal vigilance where you say, no, this cannot be the case, we have to fight at every moment? Or are Kenyans now settling into a lull where anything that happens, you kind of just take it and you're okay with it, so long, and you're okay? We're hearing from you this morning, and we need you to talk to us and let us know just how it is that you are doing. 0723-143650, 0732142653. We'll hear from you this morning, as well as just look into a couple of these matters this morning. When we say some of the things that actually might be affecting Kenyans, what are we hearing, Dennis?
It is about the basics, pretty much, that many want to deal with on a daily basis. So it's about healthcare. When you go to hospital, are you able to get that? It's about security. Many Kenyans are grinding and hustling out here. And on a normal day, when someone is walking around Kenyatta Avenue, going about their business, goons show up, attack a church, which is a sacred place. If you just follow through the history of All Saints Cathedral, when it protected individuals when they were being attacked by the powers that be back in the days, and you see a repeat of that. That alone is trauma to the church. But there are Kenyans as well who were just doing their business. There's a lady who was walking around Kenyatta Avenue that day, and she just stood there, froze. These guys came, stole everything, and left her on the ground, just seated there, not knowing what to do. And you see, this is another story that you keep on seeing every other day with political rallies today. You find businesses are closed. Why? Because you're not sure who has carried what gun, or what gun has been sent to fight the other side. Case in point, what happened in Kakamega. Many questions are being asked out here, including value for money, our children in school, how safe are they?
Yeah.
And a lot more that must be addressed. Today, we're also addressing issues to do with ID cards. What does that mean for us and our sovereignty?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you okay? That's the question that we're asking this morning. And we want you then to be able to talk to us on 0732 142 653 or 0732 142 650. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Wilson. I'm coming from Kakamega.
Okay, talk to us. Are you okay?
Yes, so far, but I think there are a number of issues that raise a bit of concern.
And what are those?
On the security issue, I want to believe that the whole purpose why we pay for security enforcement agencies like police, DCI, and all these things that go with it, IPO and such, is such that we should have institutionalized professional people who are employed in government and accountable, maintaining law and order. Unfortunately, this is getting completely out of hand because, and even if the government was to try and tell us its stories, how come we have never had goons attack the president's meetings, because they don't care, they are just basically interested in dealing with anybody who is having political issues. How come they never attack government supporting programs, but they are always attacking the opposition? Instead, the minister keeps giving all sorts of excuses and talking a lot of things which don't even make much sense. Now, that's an area I'm thinking the president is failing, because if truly the president is supposed to be the arbiter for all Kenyans.
Yes.
Why is he seeing some Kenyans being molested and he's okay? Because his rallies are not touched, and his ministers are not touched, and his two-term brigades are not touched. I think that is an area he cannot run away from blame. The next thing I would want to talk about is about his foreign trips. John Pombe Magufuli was president for Tanzania, and in 5 years, he made 8 trips.
John Pombe Magufuli made 8 trips in 5 years.
In 5 years. Incidentally, the economy of Tanzania narrowed in terms of size, narrowed against the Kenyan gap by 15%. So we ask ourselves, what is the return on investment on these trips that the president keeps making, and more so on luxurious personal private jets? How is this? How do you go begging and you're going with a whole chartered aircraft and you're begging for less money than what you're spending on your whole entourage? Does it make really sense? I think these are areas that the president, we are all going to school and we understand what it means. So he should not continue misusing taxpayers' money to just have rides abroad, because you see, he grew up in Kenya and he has never been abroad for many years. So he thinks he wants now to have a big bite at it. to compensate for the years he was not going abroad because he was probably not a very rich person. But he's taking us for a real ride. I'm sorry.
I hear you. Thank you very much for your call this morning. And I hear where the pain points are for sharing, and the problem shared is half solved, as they say. So thanks for joining us.
If you can allow me, please. The same money he takes, he keeps dishing out on political rallies. Really, how is this helping the economy? Sorry.
Asante Sana, coming in from Kakamega this morning, just to hear from folks about how you okay, and there's a security issue that's come in, and some issues that, they're spoken about in public, but then you want to ask yourself, okay, so where do people actually sit on that? Fiery Red says this morning that he has an issue being taxed, and then you don't actually see the result of that tax. And that also, Smokey says everybody wants a change, but nobody really knows what change they actually want. You're not sure of the things. Is that the case? You don't know what change that you want. You see things perhaps going south, but you're not sure how you're going to actually get them to start to look up. It was interesting because just having that conversation with the chairman a few minutes ago, then I realized that we're rarely hitting the nail on the head. Rarely. We want to talk around and dance around issues, but we're not hitting home base. Nope. We are not taking this thing to third base. We just seem to, flirt with the idea of wanting to do better, but not. Can you imagine that this day and age, you have to call a conference so that you can now tell people, excuse me,
you need to get to work early.
Or that you need to come to work at all. I don't know. But
that we need to have a discussion that you've actually abrogated your contract of not coming to work, and we need to have a discussion around it. Simply because I'm not sure that the next person who comes in will not repeat the same thing. I'm going to fire everybody, and even if it means reporting.
Report.
Because at the end of the day, you need work to be done.
Very true. Hold on to that thought because we have another call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Please, please tell us your name and where you're calling in from.
I am James.
Yes, James.
I'm calling from Ruiru.
From Udhiru?
Ruiru.
Oh, Ruiru. Okay.
Ruiru.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
Tell us, are you okay?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not okay.
Why so?
Let me speak in Kiswahili. Kama mwananchi wa kawaida.
Hakuna shida.
Cash flow iko chini. Previously kulikuanga na kazi mtaani, so the cash flow was a bit good back then. So president say akona pride, hawezi fanya the same things Uhuru alikuanga nafanya. So I had a project I was doing previously. Nilikuanga nataka ku create a mini mini industry in Nyahururu. So that project was stalled because even now I cannot manage the basics because there's no cash flow, and wale wanatusumbua kwa kazi ni kanjo, and there's no hakuna watu wa oversight. The police wako na ipoa, kanjo hawana watu wa oversight. That's why wako na kiburi, and I think things are going backwards as it is now. And I think it's about time president aangalie watu wa chini because at this time ana manage watu wako juu, kama watu wa devki najiulizanga at the same time in this moment nitafikia aje huyo mtu, and I'm the indigenous native wa hii country, lakini huyo ni muhindi. I'm trying to create something like him, nikuwe at least on a company, lakini unaona me, I'm not asking for handouts at this meter fund or whatever. I have the skills, the brains, but unaona cash flow inakuwa a bit challenging. Yeah, I think things are bad now.
I hear you, and even as you say this, I think about the people who that you speak of. Umesema hana wakati ya watu wa chini, but that is what this is the promise on the election, or rather during the campaign period before 2022, that it was watu wa chini ambaye they would get the most attention from this government. Do you feel as though that was done?
No. Actually, there's a big problem because, first of all, we need oversight here, Kanjo, these county council people. And secondly, I think the president don't trust the people at the bottom. I think he sees us like we don't have the brains to manage our farms and to give us growth.
Just hang on a minute, James. And did you feel differently 4 years ago, before the election in August 2022?
Yeah. There was
Did you feel differently than how you feel now about what the government president feels about Watu wa Chini?
4 years ago, I had the hopes about this government. But as we went along, I think things went a bit sour. I don't know what happened, but most of the projects, what is it? Most of the projects, which were initiated by back then Uhuru, was scrapped away.
Okay.
Like the Linda Mama, that Cousin Tani, the things which were protecting the common mananchi. They were not protected. The civil servants did not protect the what? How could you protect the Nini? Your place here too, where we were.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think things are bad now.
All right. Well, James, thank you for sharing, and just to be able to understand that the change that you're looking for is one that would actually lift you out of the current situation to the next. That's the change that you're looking for.
Yeah. Mainly cash flow. The cash flow is so bad.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Thanks for your call this morning and for contributing to this conversation. We need to keep plugged in so that we can understand what it is that everybody is fighting for. Asante sana.
Asante.
All right, let's hear from some more of you this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Dennis.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Kennedy. I'm calling from Nairobi.
Could you speak up a little bit, Kennedy?
My name is Kennedy. I'm calling from Nairobi.
Yes.
And all I can say, I can tell Mr. President that I'm not okay.
You're not okay. Why are you not okay?
Not very. Yesterday, he reduced fuel by 0.22 cents.
Yeah, those 22 cents, yes.
Yeah, and we'll see the government people now, they will be on platforms telling us how they've reduced fuel. The cost of living is unbearable right now. I think it's the highest it has ever been. Like the price, you cannot hear him now talking about the price of unga anymore. Because the price of unga right now is retailing at 160. Hata ile ya kupima watu wanashindwa kununua. And people are fighting to live day by day. Disposable income has become. I don't think there's anyone. And then I think this is the only government that has raided the middle class to the ground. The middle class wanasikia ni kama watafuatilia mambo ya serikali, but I think from now I think everyone will be involved.
Yeah.
No, apart from that, unapata shai fanyi. I think this country needs a reset button.
Yeah.
Everything is collapsing. Education, and now if the budget, they said that the biggest allocation is for education, yet capitation is not being spent for school, meaning they've budgeted that money for corruption, and probably even half of it will not go to the schools. We really need a reset button.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kennedy, for your call this morning and for contributing to this. But I hear you in terms of what you're saying to the president this morning. Asante sana.
Okay, thanks.
We're taking your calls this morning, 0732-142-653 or 0732-142-650. What is it that your thoughts are? Are you okay this morning? And that's it. Dennis, just like you were saying earlier, you talk about health. This is what people are having an issue with. The things that, I don't know if it's crazy or an oxymoron, that or a paradox that the very people for who the promise was made over and over again, the people of the country, not dividing people into social classes.
No. Kenyans.
The promises that were made to you are the things that you complain about today that have not been done. I read something the other day that if somebody has any part in messing something up, they should have no part in fixing it.
True.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Udo.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm all right.
Yeah, mine is very short.
Please tell us your name, first of all, and where you're calling in from.
My name is Zengan Jog. I'm calling from Dubai.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say, since the president had decided to be the diplomat number one, I think we should add him a title of Minister of Foreign Affairs, so that he reduces the burden of having a Minister of Foreign Affairs, because it seems like he doesn't trust anyone in that ministry. He can't trust the ambassadors. He can't trust the Prime Minister. You get my point?
Yes.
So he better take up the ministry, and then he'll be the diplomat number one. That's all for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your call in this morning, and hear from some others as well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Do.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Dan.
Yes, Dan.
I'm calling from Nairobi.
Yes, Dan. Talk to us. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, because this government, first of all, is giving me a headache. You have it to me too. But first of all, let me comment on something.
Okay.
I was watching some TV channel today, and somebody who was being interviewed about goonism at ACK decided that goonism, those goons, were sent by politicians, of whom he's one of. Secondly, he said that he blamed ACK Church for getting into politics. The things Kenyans were debating on that day, there was no politician invited. It was about the budget which had been passed the previous day. Now him is blaming ACK for being the wrong place to discuss those issues. Kenyans are the ones who are passing these taxes that was read the day before. So they are not having a problem with just proposing the taxes, but they're having a problem with Kenyans debating on how this budget is. Thirdly, he was complaining about, this is the lead I'm talking about, he was complaining about the IDs thing and how the country is being auctioned security and everything about IDs. And he said something, that Standard newspaper is a gutter press. Together with KTN, because can you see how the photos of those people shown on the front? Why are we being profiled? Now that is the kind of leadership that we have.
Yes.
He was diverting attention from everything.
From the issue.
From the real issues.
Yeah.
Anyway, the budget we will discuss whether they like it or not. Because it is supposed to be our budget, not theirs. We are the ones who are financing it anyway. We have to talk whether they like it or not. If they don't like it, they should just listen.
It's good that you speak. You can't keep quiet. You have to continue making your voice heard and known, and your position known about some of these things. But thank you for contributing to that, because if anything, we will not, there are certain things that the people need to say that will be said. Asante sana for your call this morning.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning once again. My name is Kuseno.
Yes.
I'm calling from Kakamega.
Yes.
I have another area I want to contribute to. On the issue of selling IDs, national IDs.
Yes.
I want to call on my friend Kanjama, the president of the Law Society.
Yes.
To take courage and propose a legislation that could be debated in Parliament and passed. This legislation should provide condemnation in terms of people who cause Kenya, this element of they're like disloyal to the country. They betray the real soul of the country, so that these people become, what George Orwell was calling unpersoned. You unpersoned people. You create a situation where they are basically erased. Erased in terms of their name is removed from every official document. Any monument that bears their names is removed. The name is removed, defaced, so that they have no record in the country. And in that case, they will never again hold public office. Because this, the way we deal with or we sanction people who have the audacity to actually abuse this country to the highest level is to tell them that, you go to court, and if you have the court rules in your favor, you are as clean as just water. I think I want to call on Kanjama, and if he can come to the show, and one day you open the lines, I would want to engage him.
Okay.
If they can propose a legislation that would make it so painful when somebody goes against the national soul. You see, the soul of the country is not about just patting people on the hand. No. This is something that is betraying the whole essence why even our fathers fought for independence. Thank you. I don't know if you can do that favor for me.
Thank you so much, Asante Sana, for your call. I mean, definitely for them to be engaged is one of the things that we will do. So thank you very much for that. Once again. All right, so we're hearing from you folks this morning. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you okay? Is the question that we're asking. 0732 142653, 0732 142650. Hello, good morning. Okay, we've lost that one, but let's hear from you as well. So keep calling in. Let us know what your thoughts are. Of course, looking into hear what you're saying on our socials this morning, but then also looking into the issue. So you imagine that while all of this is going on, and that while you have an opportunity to discuss issues or matters that concern you as a citizen, then anybody else can rock into the country and pay 15,000 shillings to then be able to get an ID. And so that in itself is no longer sacred, that if you have a few shillings, that you can actually make sure that that is done. All of these things are playing side by side in the continued, I guess, frustration of what people are feeling this morning. So somebody says, well, I'm okay. Generally, I'm okay. But then there's this pain point that I have, and that seems to be the conversation that people are having. And I'm still on that thing that if people want change, do we actually know the change that you want? Do you really know what it means to change? And I think that there have been people over the last couple of weeks who've had a conversation with us in this room and have said, you know what? You see that change that you're looking for? We're not talking about going into the room and changing your top to wear a different color. That the change that you're looking for is actually a rooted change. The change that you're looking for is a systemic change. It's a people change. And you know what? More often than not, it is a painful change. It is going to hurt. It is going to be difficult. But until and unless you have decided that that is what you want, don't be talking about how you want it. True. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling in from.
I'm Falme Ukweli calling from Nairobi in Kahawa West.
All right. Please tell us, are you okay?
I am 100% not okay.
Why so?
Where do I start from? Let me start from the business aspect.
Okay.
Last year in March, I shut down my 17-year-old business.
Why?
No business, no customers. That has been the state of my business, my life. Wale customer wachache wanakuja, they are either bargaining most of the time. And the few the many I had disappeared. So as a father of three boys, you are in a situation where you don't know what to do next without a business, without income. You don't know if you should blame the government or the president. You don't know if you should blame the customers, you should blame yourself. Yani, you are in a situation that you really do not know what to do.
Yeah.
And you want to blame yourself and think that you're the one who do not know how to maybe do business or live life like you should. But when you talk to a few people, you get the same feedback. Things are not okay.
Was your business your only source of income?
That was my only source of incomes, and I've been running it since 2008.
So
business.
So you closed it in March last year?
Yes.
What have you been doing to survive since March 2025 and now June 2026?
After shutting down my business, I have a few loyal customers who give me business here and there. So when I get the business, I collaborate with my network and maybe outsource the business. And the little business that I can do, I do it from the house. That's how I've been surviving. And also friends have come through for me here and there. That is my situation right now. It's not a good situation. I'm trying my best to see how to get out of this situation, but my mind has now turned blank. I think I'm not creative enough. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. But I'm here, and I'm not okay.
You see, you're doing a great job being there, being able to talk to us, being able to still push your hustle from home. And we just want to tell you, despite everything, just keep pushing, keep grinding. You never know when that star will shine again. So you just want to say thank you. And to also give you the hope and courage to just keep on keeping on. Because Kenya ndio home. Hakuna place tunaenda. Let's just keep on keeping on.
Kweli. Hapa hatutoki.
Yeah.
Hapa tuna fight mpaka dakika ya mwisho. Since all of us cannot board flights and go to all the European destinations like our president, and since all of us cannot get handouts and those funds he's giving all over, we have to figure out a way to get out of this mess. And out of this mess, we will get out.
We will.
Thank you very much for your call this morning, and heads up, man. So
thank you, and thank you for the show.
Thank you very much. We continue our conversation, and also hearing from folks this morning who will call in and let us know what it is that they feel about how you're doing. So let's hear it this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, this is Chris from Kisumu.
Yes, sir. Are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Why?
Because the learned friends are using education to fight ignorance. Should it be so?
No.
Because now they are promoting ignorance instead of fighting it through education. And they have ignored many things, and they claim they went to school. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your call. I guess it's a one word that somebody has words to share. Thank you very much for your call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Spice FM.
Yes, please. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Johnston from Mount Elgon, Kapsokwan.
Yes, Johnston.
Yeah. Yes, I've been following the conversation. And currently, mimi ni graduate wa agriculture. And you know what? We are expecting jobs. Lakini rais akisema anaenda majuu kutafutia kazi, it surprises, you know. Kenya tuko na uwezo. we can actually create jobs here. We have enough land. We have water flowing from the sources to the, to lakes. We have no ability of tapping the water. At some point, we do things that benefit ourselves. In the case of politicians, Yeah, so basically, we are from the exist country, and in my opinion, Kenya will never be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth. Even if we are going to get maybe somebody who is a holy person, a good Christian, but basically we have a government that has set a very bad example at the moment. So, in my opinion, Kenya will never be the same. Kenya will remain to be a hell forever. Thank you.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, just a dose of possible positivity that it's possible that things can actually get better, and that's why you are engaged in this conversation this morning, to just be able to hear from you what your thoughts are really around how you're doing. A lot of folks are sounding so broken this morning, and it just, yikes, it just doesn't feel so good to then be able to hear it. But it is important that you let it out. It is important that you speak about it so that we hear what are actually the pain points, and that it is the fuel with which you insist that change can actually come about. Let's hear from you this morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, please tell us your name and where you're calling in from.
My name is Sami.
Can you please turn down the volume on your TV or radio?
Yes, I've turned it down. My name is Sami. I'm calling you from Masako.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm really glad to get through to your station today.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I say at least I shout out to Nduoko and to your fellow comrades, Latif and all the others, because I've been a fan of your station for many years.
Asante. So please tell us what your thoughts are.
Yes. Well, my thoughts are that we need to get the system back into order. Because we are kind of like drifting to, what do you call it, to a society that is not moving in the right direction, if I might say. Yeah, because the vision should be like the way the president says, we need to go to Singapore.
Yeah.
And we don't want to instead be heading to Haiti. Yeah, so there's a lot that still needs to be done, especially on the ground level, because the economy is really not an issue that we can see going on the right direction. Yeah, and as a fan of the station, I still also want to remind you people out there in the media that you need to continue being more aggressive and voice out this issue, shout out, keep shouting it out and keep talking about it, because you are the ones who can make a change as the society is going down the wrong direction. You're the ones who can be heard. You are our voice out there.
Asante sana.
Yeah, so don't be silent. Keep talking it out and keep voicing any of those issues we are facing. Yes.
Thank you very much, Sami, and thank you for your call this morning, Asante.
I'm so grateful. I also have a good day. Say hi to the rest and shout out to them. And all the best. I want to visit you people one day. We chat a bit more.
Thank you very much, Asante sana.
All right, Asante.
All right, let's hear from some other folks this morning calling in. If as our minutes wind down. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Ndu and Aseto. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Well, but I am Karaja Waweru from Mbadi, Nakuru.
Yes, Karaja. Please tell us, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm really angered as I speak right now. But first, may I report that we are not receiving KTN TV signals in our place. Now I'm just getting you through the radio.
Okay.
When we come to today's issue, I'm feeling bad, really bad, because an institution is as good as its leadership. Kenyans are hard working, and all they need is to be given the right environment to make the country rich. You find that our leaders have become deities, small gods. They know everything. We only have to say, yes, sir, yes, madam. And yet, as they are saying the country is going well, why are they out always defending? Shah is doing well, the economy is doing well, this is the best president we have ever had among the four. I would say this. The other thing that is annoying me is that we Kenyans, it's like now we are accepting whatever is happening and saying, wacha tuachie Mungu.